World champion he is at the moment, John.
Truly brilliant player. Honestly, absolutely. John Higgins couldn't have said it any better. Granite. And the pair of them are the two exemplary match players. John's won 4 World Championships, Mark's on 3. That's no coincidence. The games are just suited to these longer formats. And the two of them, they just know the way around a snooker table better than most. And he is going to take a heck of a lot of knocking off the #1 spot. He is that good.
He is, and actually he's won 5 big events this season, and that joins Stephen Hendry and Ding Junhui, who also hold the record in world ranking events. See, that's a 5th win of the season. He's the first man to do the China Open World Double as well, and he smashes through the £1 million earnings barrier in the 2-year rolling ranking list as well. So many firsts that this guy is now beginning to achieve.
Yeah, and when we look at the field of players that are potential winners, to think there's a dominant character forcing his way through is just amazing. Those wonderful moments.
Sophia stealing the show.
Yeah, but I think he's an exceptional player, exceptional match player. And there's already been said, I think it's going to take some performance to knock him off the perch in the next few years. It's going to take some young player to come through who's actually takes every part of his game on board but becomes stronger. And we're close to the ceiling of performance now.
I mean, he was pushed so hard, wasn't he? Semi-final and final. But he just finds a way to win. And there's reserves in there, the stamina and the mental concentration, everything about him. He just wins, and it's happening a lot.
And there's the question, how many more times is it likely to happen now? Because we might be looking at a guy who could seriously challenge in terms of maybe 5 or 6, or who knows thereafter.
Yeah, well, it's
only 33, John.
Well, he's the benchmark. It's as simple as that. He is the benchmark. And if you're going to win this championship, someone's going to have to play exceptionally well to beat him, because he is the man to beat here.
Now, what of John Higgins? I did say out there it would be lovely to see him back in another final. 20 years on, because we've talked about the man's longevity, and you know, it's only a couple of years ago he was saying that he was a journeyman player now and he was never going to be coming back. Look at this, world #2 again. Yeah,
what a fillip for his career. I mean, it must inspire him when he looks back at the season he's had. I think he'll go, well, this is just wonderful. In what could be considered the autumn of his career, to get this much confirmation of how great a player he is, I think he'll go on for a few more years yet himself.
Well, the celebrations are going to continue here at the Crucible for some time to come. And you never know, Mark Selby usually does a little stint on the karaoke at the party afterwards. So we're looking forward to seeing the champion strutting his stuff once again. And, of course, you boys, because I know you've got a great voice. But thank you to Steve and John for your company and your wit and your wisdom and your fun over the last 17 days. And after a 17-day contribution, I think it's time for a big break for all of us. We're taking a long rest for the time being. And thank you for being with us on this journey this year and, of course, every year for the last 40 years from us all here at the Crucible. Good night.